So you want to be a master of Umamusume? You want to see your favorite horse girl fly down the track? Well, do I have good news for you. Here are my tips for new Umamusume players. And yes, it is free to play friendly. Without further ado, what is the first tip I would give to anybody starting this game? Get your daily borrows sorted out immediately. You see, 5 times a day, you can steal an Uma from anybody you're following, and these guest Umas will make your Uma start with better stats, and occasionally throughout the career, get better stats. How do you get guests to borrow? Well, first you add your friends, then you join a club, then you join something like the Umamusume Discord, which has a friend channel, or you bypass all that and just use Uma Database. Discord and UmaDB will let you filter for exactly what you're looking for. Tip number 2 is at first run as many careers as possible. You get 5 of those daily borrows a day, use all 5. Playing Umamusume is like watching a snowball roll down a hill, and the more careers you play, the better parents you'll make, the more carrots you'll get from all the initial unlocks, and you'll start building a team trials roster to raise through the ranks in PvP. Now this next one is something a lot of my friends do. Do not use the auto select feature for legacies and the support deck. I'm going to give you an example here. I'm going to auto select Medra Orion's legacies. Now while this does give her an A in long and some decent stats, I have better options than this. By selecting the Umas myself, I went from 15 total stars of stats to 18. Pretty significant difference in stats, while keeping the A aptitude and long that we need. I know it may seem daunting perusing over all the data with the inheritances, but believe me, it will be worth it to build a better horse. You see here, I have a setup for the upcoming Champions Meet with 3 wit, 2 speed, 1 Rico. Well, if I hit autofill, it gives me MLB Rico, keeps Matakane, Fukukitaro, and Kita-san, which I can all buy. Well, let's just say this gold chip card, no. And 2 power cards for what we're trying to build for right now is just overkill. Tip number 4, use a banner calendar. The gacha in Umamusume is very unforgiving. You will need 30,000 carats to guarantee a pull on anything. If you aren't going to be spending money on this game, that might be months of effort to guarantee 1 Uma or 1 copy of a support card. So what you're going to want to do is use a banner calendar. Just scroll down this bad boy and look for anything you want. Like I see right here, we have Valentine's Day Mihono Bourbon. So I am going to want to have 30,000 carats for this banner just in case I have the worst luck imaginable and need to do 200 pulls. Trust me, you do not want to be that guy who pulls 170 times on an Uma banner and doesn't get the Uma. I have seen it happen. I have gone to 200 on Hishiaka Bono. It is not a good time. This is doubly important for support cards. Be prepared to go to double pity on support cards because you need 5 copies. That's 60,000 carats for support cards, and pray. There have been banners like Kita-san where 30,000 has got me my 5 copies. There have been banners like Matakane Fukukitaro Speed that have cost me double pity and a rainbow gem. The gacha is strong! Now that the budgeting is out of the way, let's talk about PvP. Team trials and champions meet are where you race against other players, using Umas you've built in a career. When building a team trials team is very important to take into account not just the Uma's rating, but also its effectiveness in its race type. While getting higher rating on your team trials team will get you higher rating and some rewards, it does not always pick the best Uma for that slot. As you can see, if I hit auto select here, this gives me a higher rating for my team trials team, but at what cost? See right here, it has put a higher rated Fujikaseki into Mile that is built for sprinting. It has sprint skills, it has sprint stat lines. This is not an optimal Mile racer. This is another case of auto select not being the best option because it will prioritize overall rating to actual aptitude and effectiveness in that race type. Also, if you're going for maximum points possible, always go with the highest option and use a parfait because beating higher rated opponents will give you more points. If you're chilling out or just hanging in retention, that's when you go for the lower rated opponents. No Uma tips guide would be complete without a brief talk on training priority. Your goal when you start a new career is to get your support's friendship to max to unlock rainbow training, while also getting your trainees moved from normal to great as fast as possible. So in the first few trainings, look for options with lots of bond, and when you see a turn where you don't really have any good options, that's when you recreation. Recreation does give you energy, so you do want to on-cap your energy first to get maximum value. When you get to Unity Cup, you want to maximize bond and team training. That's these white orbs right here. As a general stat priority, speed is the most important stat in the game. Stamina, you only want to get as much as you need for the longest race in your career. Power is an okay option. Get as much of this as you can after you cap speed. Guts, you only want to train if it's super high value. I'm talking a lot of bonds. And wit is a great training option that also recovers some energy. Breakpoint you want to shoot for in a normal career playthrough is 400, because after that you see diminishing turn. There will be situations where wit becomes a meta stat that you do also want to cap. With this knowledge I have bestowed upon you, go forth and race the good race. Lead your favorite horse girl to victory and slay the competition.